We were just listening to Blessed Assurance. This is just an amazing song. In the house, as you can see in Facebook Live, we do have Thandokazi. Hi, Thandokazi.
Hi.
You can say hi to our listeners.
Hi to the listeners listening to this show. It's good to be here.
Cool. And we have Thumela.
Welcome. Touched by Grace, my highly favorite.
Yeah, it's just an awesome opportunity for us to be doing some of this series. Remember, the aim of this series is for educational purposes, it's for information, so we can all get acclimated to some of the amazing things. You ladies out there, doing your thing. Sometimes we need to get more tips and more info, from the more informed. If I may just introduce Thandokazi. Thandokazi is a 20-year-old self-taught makeup artist, a musician, and an entrepreneur. My word, all three. She ticks all three of them. Based in Port Elizabeth, South Africa, her love for music and art has led her to everything she does today. She's always perusing new ways of making the expressions that come from the two come together to create content which is loved by a lot of people who are following her journey. She started makeup in high school when she was in grade 11. Back then, it was more of an insecurity problem. Tried to conceal her imperfections. She couldn't go without makeup. After taking a break from makeup, she started learning what makeup really was, an enhancement of the beauty that is already there. From the day she decided to pick up her brushes again till this day, she sees the art differently, and she always encourages her clients and followers to do the same. It starts from the inside. Wow.
Wow, that's great.
Wow, Thandokazi, that's quite something. And I was just expressing it's the person that you are, like looking to at all these three things. You've ticked music, makeup, entrepreneurship. I mean, what more can anyone be looking for? Welcome on air, Thandokazi.
Thank you.
Cool. And I will just start from the very beginning. How did you start? What made you start this journey of making makeup? As you expressed in the bio.
No, honestly, it's nothing deep, really. I saw other girls do it.
Okay.
I was intrigued. I wanted to see why do people love this so much. And when I started it, as I mentioned in the bio, it was a matter of trying to conceal my insecurities. I didn't love certain parts about myself. So it was me trying to cover up all the things that I didn't love about myself. And after a while, I realized that makeup is not just something you put on your face so that you're going to look beautiful. It's an art, and it's a form of expression. So, yeah, that's how I started. At first, it was just wanting to fit in, but after some time, I just realized that it's an art, and I love it so much.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And it looks like you turned the art into business. How did that work out? How did you, transition? Did some people see your makeup and like, wow, okay, man, I like your eyebrows. How did you do that and stuff like that? Okay, then you start like, okay, if I can do it, I can make money out of it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm a very business-minded person.
Mm.
If I see an opportunity, I grab it and I turn it to money. So the moment I realized that I was one of the few people in my circle, in church, at school, when I saw that I was one of the few people who could do this, I just thought, how can I use this to my benefit? How can me as a 17-year-old student who's broke, how can I turn this into money? How can I make this a living? So yeah, I decided that, you know what, let me turn my passion into business because a lot of people love it, a lot of people recognize it and acknowledge it, and people are willing to pay for it. So I was like,
So when did you start with the business side of things? Was it gradually in high school, or did you like, okay, cool, all right, you made a business plan? Did you go the formal route, or?
honestly, I don't know how it started, but I remember the first time someone asked me to do their makeup. They asked me, how much do you want to get paid? And I was like, I don't think I'm there yet. I don't know if I'm worthy to be paid yet. So I said, let me just do it for free. Let me just practice on you. And after I received compliments, I was like, there's no way that I'm doing this for free. Like, obviously, it's a talent.
Yes.
So gradually I started, some people I used to do for free just to practice because I was still a learner. And then as I saw that my skill is getting, it's getting good, I started charging people, and then I turned it into a business. That was in 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. So over to you, Thumela. Say hi to our listeners.
Hi guys, hi at home. T, I know her we know each other from somewhere. You know me. I'm all about beauty. I love to look beautiful. Sorry guys, I'm so sweaty. It's very hot in PE. It's just hot, so you'll bear with me today. But yeah, I'll be fine. I love to look beautiful. I'm a Christian woman. I use makeup like almost every now and then. It's not a daily thing, but wherever I have to, I use makeup. So I also believe that beauty is something that comes from within. Godly character, I believe, as a woman of God. If I possess the godly character, then the beauty will come outside. So please tell our listeners, what is beauty to you? What do you think beauty is according to you?
That's a very interesting question, because on my way here, I was thinking about the verse that says, out of the heart, whatever's in the heart, like flows. And I believe that beauty is just like that verse. It starts from the inside. Whatever you possess inside, whatever you take in from the world will eventually show outside. If you're a person who takes in words of affirmation, not just from other people, but also from yourself, those things will start to reflect outside as well. So I'm a firm believer that beauty starts from the inside, telling yourself, even before you pick up a makeup brush, telling yourself that I'm beautiful, affirming yourself, telling yourself every morning, before you even receive it from other people.
So you heard from the makeup artist that it's something that you have to tell yourself. Joanna, I have some friends.
Yes.
These friends of mine.
Yeah.
They will always be the Christian friends. I'm around Christian people wherever I go.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, okay, makeup, it's not for us, we Christians. Makeup is from an evil place. Makeup is from a dark place. What can you tell those people? What perception can you give them, or what can you convince them to tell otherwise? Because they believe that makeup is not for us. We cannot look good.
Yes.
I want to look good. Sorry, unfortunately, I love to look good.
Yes.
By the way, so what can you tell those people that think makeup is not for us? Because I believe everything is created by God.
Yeah. One line that I hear a lot from church as well is that, we leave the world. Like when we were back in the world, we used to look good, we used to look pretty, we used to dress up, put on makeup. And the moment we get into salvation, we just want to throw that out. We say that is ungodly, and we forget that the same way that we used to look good for the things that are of the world, I feel like we should put the same effort into looking good for God as well, and for the house of God. There's nothing wrong with putting on makeup. There's nothing wrong with looking good. But it all lies in the intention. What are you putting makeup on for? Is it just for self-glorification? Is it, for me personally, I want to look good for the Lord. I want people who are not saved to look at me and say, if ever I decide to be saved, I won't change. I won't degrade because I accepted the Lord as my Savior. So makeup is really not that deep. It's really not spiritual, whether you put it on or not. It's all, again, in the heart, what lies in your heart, and there's nothing wrong with makeup.
Definitely, I agree with you. It's the reason why you put makeup. There's nothing wrong, whether you put it or not. It's not deep. It's not spiritual. It's up to you. You want to look good. You feel good the way you are. There's nothing wrong to be natural.
And it doesn't change your spirituality as well.
Exactly. So, yeah, coming from T. Goduka, over to you, John.
Yes. I just heard you said something very prominent, something like that. I think it's, or call it a paradigm shift. You said you apply makeup from the perspective of not that you are insecure or you want to make up for what you don't have, or what is lacking, but you actually appreciating what is already there, and you just embellishing what is there. That's like, I'm like, because us, I'm a guy, so I don't really know what, but from probably some of the misconceptions, and this is something from many guys. Probably you've heard it on TV, radio, or wherever. It's like, you want to see her without makeup, you want to wake up, next, or you want to go swimming and stuff like that and all that. So, if you can explain to the guys, because us guys, sometimes we're not very smart, when it comes to these things. What does makeup say about a woman's confidence? How does it affect a woman's confidence? I think it's very critical.
It starts from a young age, right? You don't want to depend too much on it. I wish sometimes that I hadn't got into it so young, because it really affects your confidence. When you're a person who wears it all the time, it really affects your confidence. To answer your question, what would I say to guys? I really have nothing to say to you guys, because honestly, we don't wear it to impress guys. We don't wear it for their opinion. But one thing, and another thing that I feel like guys should put into their minds, is that I feel like they have no opinion when it comes to makeup. Because they seriously have this thing of thinking that they have an opinion when it comes to women and what they should dress in and how they should look, and it's got nothing to do with them. And it takes a lot for women to get to the point of confidence. And as men out there, I really wish that they would appreciate, whether we're going through a phase of insecurity, I wish that they could be sensitive to those phases that we go through. Whether we decide to not wear makeup, I wish they could be sensitive to those phases that we go through as women. And
Cool.
Guys, we don't have any
say.
Please, we don't have any say.
Well, even to your wife and stuff like that, like, oh well, darling, I'd like you to look beautiful and stuff like that. Cool. If I just have one question, so when you're talking about makeup, you talk about 90 or 100, almost 100% of it is the face. Right? And the hair, maybe the nails. What else would you consider makeup, apart from fashion, clothing? Just the face, the hair, and the nails, at least. Amongst all those elements, what can you say is the number one, in your opinion, that this one, a girl, you definitely have to have? You can't go out, without this element. Is it the brows? Is it the lipstick? Is it the earrings? Is it the, I don't know how you call it, mascara and stuff?
That's so hard, because one thing needs another thing. Like, you can't just have brows. It looks weird. You can't just have foundation. It looks weird. But my favorite thing at the moment is definitely blush. I used to hate it so much.
All right.
But a little goes a long way with blush. So I can't live without blush. I can't live without bronzing my face. It feels weird and looks weird.
Cool. And another question. I know we all come in different shapes and sizes and colors, and our faces look very different, even between sisters and siblings and whatever. So what would you tell that girl, out there listening to us or watching us live right now, who feels like she's got this thing, that she's seen on TV, she's seen on these magazines, this is what beauty looks like. If you don't have it, you're not beautiful. And they see they don't have this particular feature and stuff like that. What would you tell that girl, out there, that, you can use this, there's no formula to
Yeah.
beauty per se, and that's another question we'll get back to. All right, your face might not look like Angelina Jolie's, or your lips might not look like so and so. So no pressure, stuff like that, to make your lips look like so and so. How would you encourage such a person, out there, and how would you, guide them to use makeup in a way that suits them?
First of all, it's a process. It's a journey of self-love, first of all. So to whoever is listening to this and is facing everything you just said, it's a journey. You don't wake up one morning and say, I love myself. It's a journey. It's a journey. You'll see people on television, you'll see people on Instagram, and you'll want to be there. It's a journey. You won't just get there and land there. What I can say is, I feel like this is a message to my young self.
Okay.
What I can say is, we're all created differently, and we were all created differently for a reason. And one day you will see the imperfections that lie maybe in your body, on your face, and you'll learn to appreciate them. You'll learn, trust me, it might not make sense right now, but one day you're going to wake up and appreciate. You'll appreciate even the things that they used to make you cringe about yourself. You learn to appreciate them because they're on you, not on anybody else. They're on you. You are stuck with them. You have to face them. So it's a journey of self-love, of realizing the little things about yourself and saying, this is how God made me. And I would be so wrong to reject what God has created, It's a journey of self-love, and I really, really hope and wish to whoever is listening to this that you really get to the place of completely loving yourself and appreciating your flaws.
Just to add on what she's saying, I was once in a stage whereby I could not accept who I was. I could not accept that I'm big. I have my stomachs. I have 5 of them. The moment I started to accept me and loving me for who I was, that's the moment I started to understand me better than anyone else. Then I started to be like, oh no, I can ABCD. I can do ABCD, even though people like me may not want to. But the moment I started to love myself, appreciating myself, appreciating what God has created, because I know it's for a reason. I'm different for a reason. I'm this size for a reason. Then I started to love myself, and I started to do things that were out of my belief that I can, because I love myself. I've accepted myself.
Amen.
So I agree with what she's saying.
To add on to that, one thing I've also learned is that the journey to self-acceptance is, again, not a destination, because you'll find that some people will want, for instance, I used to be very, very tiny in primary school, and now that I've gained a little bit of weight, I'm just I don't like this. I want to so it's a matter of going back and forth, back and forth. So I have to get to the place of that I love myself irregardless of how I look tomorrow when I wake up. I love myself no matter what I might look like in the next 5 years. Learning to love yourself no matter what changes that happen to your body, to your appearance, because again, it's what God created.
Loving yourself will get you to reach your full potential. If you focus on hating what you cannot change, you are not going anywhere. Start to love yourself so that you can reach your full potential. You can reach the destiny that you were created, the purpose that you were created for.
Sure. I mean, the weight of those words, what you just said right there, because it's like a stumbling block, always is a wall you've built in front of you. You don't, you've already negatively spoken to yourself.
Exactly.
This is who I am, and and it's wrong, because, and this is where, we need to also guide our listeners to always. Scripture is so important. I don't think there's anything that tells you you're beautiful like the scripture, because it says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. you know, in your inmost parts, you know, in your mother's womb. God fitted you, every bone, you know, your heart, your eyes. He created you. He's like an artist. I mean, this is God, you know. He made your nose, he made your eyes, he made your ears. And sometimes you like, you know, you come and check yourself in the mirror and you critique yourself all the time, and you're just criticizing yourself, and you just, you know, X, 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 X. There's no tick, you know, and stuff. So the ladies out there, and I know some of this matters to some of the ladies listening. It might be sensitive. Maybe some guys out there said something, you know, and these negative comments, you know, just like crushed them. We want to tell you, ladies, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You know, God created you beautiful, okay? Black, white, yellow, Indian, wherever, whoever, you know, you are beautiful, okay? I've got this amazing question. And I think you touched on it a bit. It was a first, and it's a heavy question that Thumela, you know, asked you. What is beauty? Because there's this famous saying that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. All right, right. What is beauty? Is beauty absolute, or is it relative? Is it like, no, it's you know, it's the eyes that see the beauty, the guy that comes and proposes to you and tell you you're beautiful, or is it the magazine that dictates beauty? Who says what is beautiful? You know, we've seen this in the pageantry recently, where now we've seen, you used to be the blonde girls, you know, the white, you know, slim, but now all those things are changing. We now see who Miss Universe, you know, and stuff. So what is beauty? What is beauty? Because it looks like there's some sort of confusion, you know. Please.
Beauty comes in so many sizes and shapes and colors. Like, if we were to sit down here and try to make a definition of beauty, we'd fail, because there's no definite, we can't put our finger on it. Beauty comes in so many diverse ways, and we live in a beautiful world filled with beautiful and amazing women. I feel like we are the definition of beauty. We are, as women of this world, we are the definition of beauty. Beauty is us, beauty is in us, and yeah, that is what beauty is to me. The lovely, beautiful woman that I see every day in my life.
Wow.
The person that you look in the mirror is beauty.
Oh yes. Wow.
What you see today in your mirror is beauty. I don't care how you made, what you feel, but the person that when you go into your mirror and you look into yourself, that is beauty. There is no other way we can describe beauty and say, all right, if you are this shape, you're beautiful. If you are this size, if you are this look, you are skinny, you are dark, you are whatever skin. We see people doing some sort of things. What you see in the mirror is beauty.
Sure. I mean, Thumela, you've got some heavy ones today. Wow. I mean, that will take a while to unpack what you just said right there.
Yes.
You know, like beauty is not out there somewhere. Yeah. That's it. It's you right there. You are beautiful. You know, we're living in this fast-paced world, and you know, this is just something, and I think, you know, let's check your expertise in this level. Okay, we've got this. I'm just creating a scenario right here. This high-profile lady. All right. She's a manager, you know, in a big industry. Okay, she's leading a boardroom full of men. All right, I mean, in suits and everything, and she has no time for makeup. You know, and to go and do all the, you know, everything to make sure that it, you know, all the edges are right, and the hairdo and all that. Is there a 15 minute secret or tip, you know, that you can, can tell, okay, these are the main important things. If you don't have time and you're in a rush, you have to check out these things. You gotta check them out. You can't live without that.
Okay, the most important things when it comes to makeup and in a rush are eyebrows, concealer and powder. Literally, you
Okay.
can never go wrong with those. You can do so much with just concealer, powder, and eyebrows in 15 minutes. But it won't be amazing, but you can do a lot with those three products in 15 minutes. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, educate me because I'm very ignorant, you know, when it comes to these things. So, what is a concealer? What is a powder? Please.
Okay, so eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh, on top of your eyes.
Oh yeah, cool. That's obvious.
Obviously. So eyebrows typically take, for a beginner, whether you're an expert, they typically take about 5 minutes to do. So that's 5 minutes in the bag, you're done. Concealer basically covers up your blemishes and dark spots and all of that. Also covers up your under eye circles. So that's why I say it's very important, because you can literally just do what foundation cannot do without using. You can do what foundation can do without using foundation, because using both can consume time. So concealer and then powder. We're living in the world of moss.
Okay.
We're living in the world of moss right now,
Okay.
so we sweat a lot. Powder, you can never go wrong with that. And then maybe if you still have time, just setting spray to hold that in and make it stay for the rest of the day.
Okay. Wow.
I think what is she trying to tell us today is that John, I have a makeup bag, which is full of unnecessary stuff that I cannot even use when let's say I'm like now, I'm rushing, I'm very late, and then I quickly need to put on my makeup because I'm going now into a meeting.
Yes.
So it's full of stuff. It's now, what she's saying, it's now time, arrange your makeup bag in a way that wherever you are, you have stuff that you'll be able to use. I've got 5 lipsticks. What am I going to do with 5 lipsticks? My concealer is at home because my bag is full with unnecessary stuff. Start now clearing. It's a new year. I love it. I love it. It's a new year.
Yeah.
Start clearing your makeup bags with necessary stuff that you will need on a daily basis.
Wow. Cool. And let's jump to hair. We're gonna touch on all this. Okay. I love these things. Okay. Cool. It's education and it's empowering to our ladies out there. All right. Hair. In fact, let me quote it from the scripture. It says, "The glory of women is their hair." All right. Hair does amazing stuff. This. From, maybe you guys don't realize it, but like from us guys, hair speaks a lot. We're all different as well. Maybe that's me, but. What would you say about hair in terms of its contribution to the overall look? Let's say you've done well, with your face, okay? And hair, do you put a wig on? Do you weave? Do you shave? And stuff like that. How do they complement each other? What is the importance and how, to what extent, does hair play in makeup?
It plays a big role, because sometimes usually when I do my makeup, I start with my face before I do my hair. I put on a wig. I'm wearing a wig right now.
Alright.
And underneath I have cornrows. And I watch how before I've put on my wig, I look like a clown. And after I've put on my wig, everything starts looking
Glam.
Together.
together. So hair plays a very, very big role. It complements makeup a lot. And as women, we switch up hair all the time to, character, personality. So hair really plays a big role when it comes to complementing makeup. It just ties everything together.
So, sorry, John. What you're saying is that you do your makeup first, and then now it is the hair that will decide that okay, this now is complete. This look now is complete because I have blonde hair, I have brown hair, I have different colors of hair. So now the brown hair is complementing now. So is that what you're saying? It's the hair that complements, that finishes up the look that you have.
It's like when you're getting ready, there's like percentages. Like makeup is like maybe a 70, and then you have your hair that's like maybe 20, and then your outfit is like 10%. So when it comes to hair, no matter for me personally, no matter what hairstyle I put on, the moment I put on a wig, everything just looks so different. Whether I put on a black wig or a blonde wig, I think what I'm trying to say is that hair ties everything together. It makes you look more complete than what you look like without it.
So, ladies, you need to invest on beautiful hair.
Yes, cool. What about cutting hair? Thumela, you look amazing. So how does that? When do you cut your hair? When do you make that decision? Because I know this is like something precious to the ladies. So you cut it like, oh no, did I make the right decision?
No, I think I don't have an attachment to my hair. I literally could wake up tomorrow morning and just decide I'm tired.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm so happy because we've really revolved as women when it comes to the issue of hair. We really used to be insecure when it came to cutting hair, and now I'm watching women on Instagram just cutting and dyeing and doing beautiful things to their hair that I know for sure wouldn't have happened 10 years ago, in the society that we lived in back then. It's really, we're revolving and we're no longer attached to our hair. It does not define our beauty. It's a freedom, it's expression. And as I said, I could literally go home now and decide I'm tired of it and just cut it off, because I just know that it no longer lies in my hair. My beauty no longer lies in my hair. No one can tell me anything because I feel beautiful whether I have hair or whether I don't have hair.
Cool. Okay, let's jump to another element. Like we're going one by one, okay? Earrings. Thumela, you're wearing some amazing ones, eh? If you can see them on Facebook, they look nice. So, when do you wear earrings? When do you not? What type of earrings do you wear? And because must look good, and stuff like that. All right.
I'm not big on accessories. I don't wear earrings and jewelry a lot, but I know for a fact that they make a big difference. As I said, the process of getting ready is like different percentages. Like you do your makeup, you do your hair, you wear your clothes, you accessorize, It's a process, and when do you wear earrings? You just wear them. Honestly, I'm not really big on accessories, but I think one thing that a woman needs to have when it comes to accessory bag is hooped earrings. They make the biggest difference in the world. I love them so much. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Hooped earrings. Like is that hooped earrings?
Yes, and the size is honestly up to you. You can go. I've seen the biggest ones, I've seen the tiniest ones. Hooped earrings are a must in every lady's bag.
Some people join. I'm not into much. I don't have much knowledge when it comes to makeup or accessories and stuff. I wore this because alright, I've got short hair, and then my face is I don't have a big face. I need something that will pop, that will make me pop. Normally on a normal day I love my pearls. They're smaller. Yes. I'm just me. I love them. But today, because I wanna pop, I wanna look. Then let me just wear a big one so that you look at me and then you see the earrings and then you want to look at me again because my earrings are making a statement. I've got my makeup and my hair and my stuff, but the earrings are making a statement.
For sure.
They will catch your attention, and then definitely you want to look at me. So it's all about what complements you, what complements your face, what complements your hair at the same time. Because sometimes you find you have nice hair. The big earrings will look good on you. They might not look good on me today because of my hair. So it goes with what complements you.
And the look
you're going for. Yes.
And I know ladies quite emotional, and to what extent does emotion play a role? Like this is testimonies now. Okay, this is testimony time. To what extent, like you wake up and you feel like today, I was writing that paper yesterday, and I just feel like, I'm just so down, so, now it's like I'm gonna wear black lipstick or whatever, or how to what extent does your feeling, your emotion, because probably it does, and you want to communicate something. Yeah.
Makeup is an expression, as you said. It ties in with, for me, with my emotions. So last week was my birthday, and I woke up and I was like, I need to look good. I need to feel babe. So it does go with your feelings. Some mornings I wake up and I'm just like, I'm not in the mood, but because I want to look good, I have to put something on. Some days I wake up on Sundays, I'm like, I'm putting on makeup because I'm going to be in front of a camera or whatever, but not necessarily because I want to. And I just go for something soft. So it does go with your mood and how you woke up feeling. Sometimes I even plan like my makeup weeks before the day I'm supposed to put it on.
Confession.
That's what I do, because it's really, to me, it's like an expression. Like the moment you compliment my makeup, I feel amazing. Like I feel so amazing. So I put so much effort when it comes to my makeup, and I try my best to make sure that how I'm feeling that day shows through my makeup. Am I feeling, I don't want to say that, but am I feeling, good? I want that to show. Am I feeling lazy? It will show, but still in a good way,
Mine was so on this topic about mood and emotions. I follow her on Facebook.
Yes.
And then I saw you look like a Lion King.
All right.
And I was so fascinated. I was like, oh my word, this is beautiful. Tell us more about that. I was so interested. I wanted to know what is it. She looks on one day she's a Lion King. One day she makes different faces. She plays around with makeup. Please tell us more about that, and please take us through.
Wow. Honestly, I did not know I had it in me. I don't know.
Okay.
I did not know that I had it in me. It started towards the end of last year when there was a challenge on Instagram. I'm actually taking part in it again now. There was a challenge that was going on last year by a big Instagram influencer, and she calls it 7 days, 7 faces. So for the 7 days, we have different themes each day. So one day you look like this, next day you look that. And I was like, you know what, let me just try this out. And I sat on my phone, I put my phone there, I googled pictures, different pictures of different characters, and I just sat there and I just started doing my makeup. Honestly, I did not know what I was doing. Like I was just doing it. I was just drawing, and I was just doing things, and I took pictures, I posted on Instagram, and people were like, wow. And I was like, listen, I'm also wowing, because I did not know I could do this. So it's definitely a skill I just developed during lockdown and watching other people. One thing about me, I don't want to say I'm competitive, but I'm very pushed by someone else doing something better than me. When someone else can do something better than me, I feel like pushed and led to do the same for myself as well. So when I saw that people could do this, I was like, let me see if I can do it as well. If I can't, then I'll leave it. If I can, then great. And it just happened, and it started flowing, and things just started happening. And I'm so happy that I took the leap, because I would have been sitting here and not knowing that I have such talent. And I always say that, 16, 7-year-old me would probably scream if she saw the things that I'm doing today. Because I never in a million years imagine that I could do the things that I'm doing today.
Wow, I'm so looking forward to this year's challenge. 7 faces, 7
days,
7 days, 7 faces. I'm so looking forward. Definitely, I'll be watching out for that.
Telling our listeners again, we're discussing makeup artistry, what makes you look good, and we want to go deeper, into why, the why and the how. Those are very important questions. I remember our number is 06799444546, or you can leave a comment on our Facebook, live video. We're gonna respond to it in a while. So let's come to this thing about events. all right, because there's, different events require different mood. It's like, for example, you can't go to a funeral looking like you're going to a club, and stuff like that. Or you can't go into a professional environment looking, somehow. So how do you gauge when to, I know this is, and I know this is going to be, personal, difference. It differs from person to person. But from your, experience and expertise in this thing, what would you tell a lady who maybe doesn't have so much knowledge on makeup, how to do it? For example, you're going for this event, what to look out for and stuff.
Okay, let me put them into like different groups. Number one, funerals have changed. Like, I feel like how people go to funerals nowadays have changed. Like,
Okay.
It's no longer, it is sad, but it's no longer this dark thing. It's like more of a celebration and celebrating the person's life who lived. So when it comes to makeup for events like that, it's honestly up to the person. Like, if you're a crier, obviously you're not going to put on makeup for a funeral. Again, it's all about preference. Something maybe more natural, something more on the less side of things. And things like parties, celebrations, things like weddings, you obviously go all out, pull out your lashes, pull out your contour and everything, and
So make sure you don't look more beautiful than the bride.
You see that? I disagree with that. Because I feel like the bride should put in the effort.
Okay.
She must also put in the effort. Like,
it's her day.
it's
So
her day. Exactly. She must put... I won't stop myself from looking beautiful just because I don't want to outshine the bride. It's up to her. She must look beautiful. I will look beautiful, and we'll all enjoy our day.
Cool. It's been an awesome session. I believe we've had a lot of nuggets of information. And if you want to get in touch with Thandokazi, how can people get in touch with you?
Okay.
Our listeners, and like, man, I would need some more tips. Maybe they couldn't like communicate on our Facebook. They want to speak to you directly. How can they get in touch with you?
Okay. On Instagram and Twitter, I'm Tia_Goduka. That's TIA_GODKA. And then on Facebook, I'm Thandokazi Tia Goduka. My business email is tgoduka@icloud.com, and I also have a YouTube channel where I share the tips that everything I've spoken about today. I share on my YouTube channel, and I am Tia Goduka on my YouTube channel.
Tia Goduka.
Yes.
Cool. And Thumela, how can people get in touch with you and stuff?
You can follow my page on Facebook, Thumela, Highly Favored Matafeni, or Instagram, it's Highly Favored One.
Highly Favored One. Yes, she is indeed. Cool. And that's it for the session. Thank you so much for coming on Agape FM. Thank you, Thumela. And do you have any last words? Any last words from both of you to share with our listeners?
Take care of your skin, because your skin will take care of you if you take care of it. So take care of your skin under the makeup you put on. Make sure you're taking care of your skin. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's true what you're saying. Take care of your skin. Make sure that you don't forget to drink water. Guys, please don't. And also, I just have few announcements, John. I'm not sure if you can take that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right.
Totally fine.
Guys, people, if you are interested on taking up some modeling classes, some training, I have some few modeling agencies that will be opening up this month for that are looking for people. I just need to get into my phone quickly so that I can give you the information. If you're interested in modeling, does not matter what size you are, what shape, they are recruiting for people. Hold on, I have Motherwell Modeling Foundation, which is in Motherwell. They are recruiting now in January, so they are looking for people. And also there's Extreme Models and Beauty. They are also looking for people. There's Ace Modeling also looking, and there is Sophisticated Models. They're also looking for models. Let me just give you the info for all of them. I'm just going through my phone. Sorry about that.
So our listeners, as Thumela is just busy getting information, we highly recommend that you follow us on Facebook, because we're going to be bringing more of this stuff. Every time we're here to inform you, we're here to make sure that you're well equipped in the Word of God, and from a godly perspective of doing things. I mean, there's a right and wrong way of doing everything. There's a right and wrong way of doing makeup. There's a right and wrong way of so we want to give you the best way, from the experts themselves. So don't tune out. We usually come every Friday with Thumela at around 11. She's going to be bringing some more amazing people, and all for you. We're doing this for you. Cool.
Okay, I have here Cassie and Motherwell Models. The search is on. Okay, they're looking for male and female. The joining fee is 150. Monthly fee is 50 rand. If you want to contact them, you can contact 072 271 1251. The Facebook page is Motherwell Modeling Foundation. They're looking for males, girls, boys, junior age 4 to 9, teen girls and boys 10 to 16, and males 17 to 35. We also have Sophisticated Models, 2021 registration 16, the 23rd and the 30th of January, which is 9 till 2 in Warmer Park Shopping Center. And then we have Extreme Models. Should you be interested in being one of their models, the registration is on the 30th of January. If you fit the criteria, please email one photo. Info, they're not saying the criteria, but if you feel like you want to take part, just email Verushka Barnett, info@extrememodels.co.za. And then the Ace Models also, the last one that I have. So please guys, do send in this information. You can DM me on my Facebook page, or you can send it